crazy show with the homegirl role. What's good with you?
What's good, TZ? TZ got the shades on in the studio. He looks so cool always. I can't imagine him without shades.
Yeah, it's me. It's just it's a part of me. It's
That's
basically
right.
what I've grown to do.
That's right. That's your signature. We got a cool show lined up for you. So, we are going to start out by talking about dance, Elevated Dance Studio. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We got Z here. Z, welcome. Welcome to the studio.
Thank y'all for having me. I really appreciate this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pause 1 second. So just come by right here.
Thanks for sharing your time with us today. Let us know. So, tell us about what you do
Yeah, yeah. So,
for the people that don't know you.
yeah. No, I created elevated dance here in Northwest Arkansas. It's a Latin dance mainly, so salsa, bachata, cha-cha. Recently, though, we're incorporating some hip hop and some more modern into it. But yeah, I created that with the idea to help people because it really helped me when I found it and started dancing. So it's as an outlet for our emotions and be able to heal because it really helped me through hard times in my life.
Awesome. And how long have you been doing this?
I created elevated dance in 2020, I think. I
Okay.
was dancing since 2017, 16.
Yeah. What made you start dancing, first of all?
Yeah. Okay,
What made
so
you say, I want to be a dancer, I want to be a dance teacher, a dance
yeah.
instructor?
Well, it's funny because I started in Alaska, which every time I tell people, I
Alaska?
was like, what? But
Dance in Alaska, I wouldn't assume those two.
it's freezing and cold up there, so
Yeah.
I want to go outside. So
You
I
dancing to
wanna
keep
stay
warm,
inside.
right?
But I was stationed up there in the military, and it was a more difficult time in my life. And I just
Yeah.
didn't want to do a lot of stuff, and one of my buddies was like, "Hey, you want to go dance?" And I was like, "I got nothing to lose. Why not?"
Sure.
And I did it, and the moment I did it, I was like, "This is it." I was like, "This is what's gonna help me."
Mm.
So I learned for a couple of years, and then I was like, I learned that you have social dancers, performers, and instructors, and I get the most happiness when I'm teaching.
Mm.
And I think it's because my teachers helped me so much. They helped me find myself again. So I want to be
Yeah.
able to do that.
Thank you for serving. Which branch?
Army.
What? You was in the Army. I was in the Army too.
Oh,
Where'd you do your basic training?
Fort Benning. I was there.
Fort Benning. That's one of the hard ones. I did mine at Relaxing Jackson.
Okay, there you go.
It was, I mean, they say it was relax, but basic training and relaxing don't go
No, it's
together.
not.
But it was the easiest out of the one. So I appreciate you for serving. So talk to me about like the Northwest Arkansas space as far as creatives and like dancing is concerned. Did you feel like dance is something that this area needed? Because honestly, before I heard about Elevated Studio, I didn't really hear about a lot of entrepreneurs who were pursuing dance, and I think we do really need it because I don't see it represented enough.
Yeah, no, I think it's so diverse up here. You have so many different like cultures and people that it's so artistic. It's a naturally artistic part of the state, and I thought dance was a great thing for this Northwest Arkansas area because, like I said, there's so many people here that have creative skills and artistic skills, and even not just that, just the like I said, an outlet to heal.
Mm-hmm.
And we have so many opportunities, so many beautiful places here to dance. I've been here for 6 years now, and I'm still finding new places to dance and beautiful places to go to.
Yeah.
It's definitely I think everywhere needs dance, but yeah.
And you moved here from Utah.
No, literally.
Oh, Little Rock. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. So, is your experience in Little Rock different than your experience in Northwest Arkansas when it comes to the dance and creative space?
Yes. So like down there we really just had one small community down
Mm-hmm.
on the River Market in Little Rock, great community, but it was kind of small, maybe no bigger than like 100 people.
Okay.
But up here we have Northwest Arkansas kind of incorporates like Springdale, Fayetteville, Rogers, Bentonville, and luckily we have instructors in almost every one of those cities.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a much bigger dance community here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wanting to form more unity with it because there's some separation. It's not always bad, but no, it's a lot more. What's the word? More diverse dancers here too.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. What do you want people to know either about you as a dance instructor or about dance in the creative space in Northwest Arkansas? What do you wish more people knew about you?
That dance isn't just about like moving your body to the music.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like I'm Lakota Sioux, so we grew up in the Native American way. We danced for everything, for rain, for health, for good times, for bad times, for food. It was always dance. So
Mm-hmm.
there's much more. There's a deeper connection I think most people see it as, and
Mm.
that's kind of what helped me heal. And I just wanted to spread that too. Most people, and it's fun. If you just want to go have fun, that's awesome too. but I want to help people that don't have an outlet. I grew up in that, like I said, military, so that whole be a man and do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't very healthy for me.
Yeah, I
So
feel you. I feel you.
dance gave me that opportunity to express that and feel comfortable in my own body.
That is dope. Okay, so what I want to know is we're gonna get into like the fun questions. Have you ever had a student that you couldn't teach to dance? Because like people say like people think that either you have it or you don't. Kind of like with singing. I mean, you could fine tune it
Right.
and you can polish it, but like either you have it or you don't. Do you feel that way about people that either can or can't dance?
You ever seen Ratatouille?
Yes.
He's like, everyone can cook.
Yeah.
Can cook. I kind of believe the same. It might take some people 3-4 years to learn how to get it.
Oof.
Some people get it in a week or two.
Ah.
But I think everybody's capable of it. It's just a matter of, I always tell my students, I'm like, it's what you put into it that you get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
How much you practice is how much you're going to grow in it. I've had some difficult ones, but
I want to talk about the difficult one. Like, okay, don't give anybody's name out, right?
Okay.
We want to protect the names of the innocent. But was there, what experience did you have with a student? They're just like, listen,
Yeah.
you can't help them at all. They got 2 left feet.
Yeah. No, there was a student of mine, and the biggest problem was getting the timing down, just stepping on 1, 2, 3, 4, and they would always speed up or slow down past the counts, and we worked on this for like 3 months straight.
Ooh.
Listen, we just gotta step 1, 2, and they would still just speed up or slow down.
Yeah.
But even those, like even when I'm teaching them, that's hard. Like I still get to learn. Like one of my favorite quotes is, "When one teaches, two learn." So even when I have difficult students, I still get to learn a lot from that.
Right.
It helps me become a better instructor and a better dancer as well. So there's some that I struggle with my balance. I've had a lot of brain injuries, so like sometimes my balance is off. And sometimes that's a problem for some dancers. And we had one who he also had some brain injuries, and he got it, but it was definitely hard at first just to stay balanced on some of the turns and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think he told me before a lot of instructors had given up on him because it was difficult, and I was like, nah, you gotta worry about that with me. Like,
Oh, you have patience.
100%. You know what I mean? Because I know how I didn't learn it right away either. So I
Yeah.
had 2 left feet in the beginning as well. So
It's good that you have patience. That's how I know I would be a bad instructor, because my patience, it wears a little bit thin. I feel like there's always that one student who thinks that they know everything and doesn't receive the information that you are teaching them. Have you ever run into students like that?
yeah, and they always
It's like, why are you taking the class? You know what I'm saying?
You finishing my sentences, but like, why'd you? I'm confused. But I'll tell them something like, oh, I knew that already. I'm like, okay, well, then let's do that.
Then do it. Yeah, exactly.
And even with those two, like, I think being an instructor and having the studio has helped me build my patience so much. And because like I said, one person learns in a week, another person learns in a month, so you never know, and patience is key when it comes to growing anything in life.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, how can people find you and reach you, and if they wanted to take lessons? Oh, also, does it have to be a certain skill level?
Nope.
Like, it could be any skill level. So I could like not know how to dance at all and learn.
Yeah, I mean, I've had people from as young as like 17, 18, all the way up to past their 60s, and all the beginner levels, from beginner to advanced. Anybody, doesn't matter who they are.
That's what I want. I want to be that grandma that's taking dance classes, with the like sequin shirt and the weird glasses. Like, I want to be that like annoying grandma. Like, I'm definitely gonna do that. All right, tell the people where they can find you, how they can find you, where to follow you, all that.
So I'm on Instagram and Facebook under Elevated Dance, elevated.dance, but if you just type that in, you'll find it. I teach at a club in Springdale called Vibro. Every weekend, I think we're going to start doing that now.
Vibra nightclub. Yeah.
And then I teach at the Medium in Springdale as well. It's a nice little, they just do dance classes for free, and it's the best thing. It's just a community of dancers and instructors.
That's awesome. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for having us. Anything else you want the people to know before we go to a commercial break?
If you've never danced, give it a shot. You got nothing to lose, and it'll help you a lot.
You heard it here first, folks. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we come back. We're coming up right here on KISS 105.3 at 1340, where hip-hop and R&B lives. My bad.
That's all good.
I am so terrible with names.
Same.
The worst person on earth.
I already forgot your name.
I know, right? I forgot my name. Somebody asked me how old I was the other day. I was like, oh. It'll stutter a little bit. All right. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Kiss 105.3 at 1340. It's your girl Ro on the Crazy Show. And we've got Laura here with us from the Momentary. What's going on, Laura?
What's going on? Do I need mic?
Thank you.
Yes, let's do it like this.
Oh, wait. Hold.
Let's put her over here.
Okay.
And y'all can handle the most of it.
My bad. I can't
Okay, name wrong.
row your boat.
Yes.
All right, so you want to just kick it? Or
Yeah.
You want me to kick it to you, or you just want to start?
I can kick.
Because that would be huge.
That would be
They would
wild.
sell out.
Yeah.
Gnarls Barkley?
At the Momentary.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I.
Well, now you got the source.
Yes.
So what's coming up is Wiz Khalifa.
Momentary.
Ooh.
And so we are excited to announce that Wiz Khalifa is coming with 2 Chainz.
What?
Burner and Bonix, and it's this whole Taylor Gang lineup that is coming to Bentonville, which is just hilarious.
That is
And I love
so
it.
exciting. Okay, what date is it
It
again?
is April 17th.
Okay.
Friday. So
Oh,
no
no excuses. I know, because sometimes when we have shows that are during the week, it's like, oh, I can't make it because it's during the week. Friday, no excuse, clear your calendar. And what else can we expect from the Momentary for like the concert season? Because you guys always have really good things popping up and events too, right?
Yeah, the Momentary is this really unique space where it's like we have outdoor concerts on the green where you can come, you can bring a chair or a blanket and like lay it out, but then also go explore the art galleries that we have or the food trucks, and it's just kind of this campus-wide experience instead of like I have my seat and I'm going to sit here for the next 4 hours. So it is kind of this wondering experience that people can have, and it's I don't know, kind of our secret sauce.
Yeah.
But in addition to all these like large scale concerts that we're having this season, I think our I don't know like third place mentality really lies with the smaller events that we do. So it's the ones that kind of fill up the calendar and a bit more community oriented. So it's more like yes, we do have these large scale concerts, and we're trying to contribute to the scene that is already here. But then how can we uplift the scene with local creatives and at the same time?
Right.
So I feel very fortunate that I get to work there and contribute to that.
Awesome. So there's a block party, right, coming up.
The
When's?
Vibe, I think, is due. The Vibe block party is coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know the date. I think that's a different department that's outside of mine.
Okay.
But it sounds like it's going to be like a good time, and I think it's happening in our Roadhouse, which is, a quality sound system.
It is. Yes, we've done Fashion Week there
Yes.
a couple years.
Yes.
So yeah, the Roadhouse is an excellent place, excellent venue. So what can people expect from the Momentary as far as Wiz Khalifa and 2 Chainz? That's so big. How y'all pull that off?
Well, the agent gave me a call. He reached out to me. And
Shut the front door.
Yeah, he said it was in 2025, and he called me and he said, Wiz, he's just one of those personalities that is just really hardworking, loves to tour. He does it every single year, and we want to come to Arkansas. We've heard a lot about your venue. Like, are you down? And I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Most of the time, I'm like begging artists to come to Arkansas, so it's just really cool to like get somebody to call.
So they reached out to you first.
They
I
did.
love that.
Yeah, so it's like a nice shift for Arkansas, I think, where artists are starting to notice, and we're becoming a place, like a destination to come to. But he said, it's going to be a really high energy show. We've been working on this for months. They're taking the show to Red Rocks after.
Oh,
us,
wow.
So it's like Bentonville to Red Rocks. So it's like whatever experience is going to happen at Red Rocks, which is like this massive,
Yes.
well-known venue.
Yes.
That's going to happen in Bentonville. So I think that's really cool.
I think I've really seen the concert scene change so much just within the past couple of years. Like we went from not really having a whole lot of diverse artists perform to having Wiz Khalifa and 2 Chainz. So this is gonna be super duper exciting.
Yes, we're super stoked, and then it's just going to be a nice kickoff for the whole green season. I think it's going to be our best one yet. So we're excited, and hope that everyone can come.
Yeah.
Tickets can be found on themomentary.org.
I was just gonna ask you that. You read my mind, Laura. Laura's a mind reader.
Yeah, just head onto the website, and then it should be on the front page, but if not, you can just type in Wiz Khalifa, and it'll pop right up.
Awesome. Anything else you want us to know about the Momentary or any events coming up within the next 2 weeks that people should be
2 weeks. Well,
aware of?
We got Wiz Khalifa coming up. We got our DJ night called Collide, where we take now
Oh,
Yeah, we take national DJs and they do a back-to-back format. So we'll take local DJs, they'll do a back-to-back, and then they'll do national DJs, they do a back-to-back in our Roadhouse. So that's kind of like our nightclub monthly event that happens. That's really
so that
exciting.
happens every month. It's reoccurring.
Yes, every month, on like the last Thursday of the month. So it's really just this, I don't know, really cool, unique format because you see artists like doing back-to-backs live together, so they're really up there improvising. Because they'll
Wow.
fly in from different
I went
locations.
to
Like,
one of those.
yeah, they haven't really like practiced their sets. So a lot you can see when artists like are really driving and working together. And then sometimes you see it's like okay, like they're up there, trying, and you can see it like I don't know what art comes from that. So it's really cool.
Nice.
So definitely check that one out.
You guys booked my buddy Flintwick for that show.
Yes.
With 5 a.m. That was a
Yes,
good show.
Slipwick 5 a.m. was so good.
It was great. He came a long way too, and then it snowed the next day, so he had to get out of here. He had to go. He's from the snow too, so.
Yeah, I was worried that people would like think the snow wasn't going to be a hindrance, but people showed up for Flintwick.
Yeah,
And
he sells out.
he
sells really well.
does.
He sells out really well. He does pretty good shows. He does them all across the country. He gets booked at places like Meow Wolf all the time. He's Denver,
Yeah.
like they love him. He's Denver all the way.
Yeah.
But he's from here, so it makes it
I
even
grew
better.
up. He's from Little Rock, so I knew him
Yeah.
as like Brady before like the Flintwick project.
I went to school with his stepbrother in Fort Smith.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah.
He's so sweet. I'm so glad to see his career, his take off. And I thought it would be like the perfect artist book to like kick off that season because he's like a hometown hero.
He's everywhere, and he
Yeah.
he does all kinds of stuff. He's doing a teaching program right now for a bunch of people that are trying to learn how to DJ and make beats. He's doing a lot of collaborations with a lot of people. He's constantly booked.
Yeah.
I think that he puts on a lot too.
Yeah.
I think that him and 5 a.m. got along super well. I actually got to interview 5 a.m. at the end of that show.
Amazing.
And he was talking about how Brady put it all together and basically just he had to show up and play the instruments and he had a great time.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that, and that's a really thanks for sharing that perspective. I haven't really heard the artist feedback from the series, but I'm glad to see that it's taken off. We also have we do a listening party, like deep cuts from vinyl in our fermentation hall. I think International Reggae Day is coming up, and so we're doing deep cut reggae art, like.
Hey.
Hold on,
reggae vinyl.
sound like something you
We got
gonna
a
be about.
camouflage spider in the station.
Let's do it. So look, Ro has been killing it. I've been hearing a lot. Ro, you going crazy. I'm just getting here, so I want to ask this question. I don't know if it's been asked, but I know it's a big thing because I deal with a lot of stuff locally, like especially with like all the drama. Like I'm getting the phone calls and things like that. How do you guys pick talent? How do you choose who you want to bring down? Like the big
That's a
guys
good question.
to the smaller guys, and is that something that we can talk about?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I would love to talk about that. I think, well, the process that we use on our team is we kind of examine the way, like the music landscape that exists already. So we like look at what the AMP is booking, we look at what Ozark Music Hall is booking, Georgia's, and all of our partners, and we're like, okay, so like how can we kind of define what they're doing, how can we do something to like add to it, not compete.
Right.
So we spent a lot of time and did that this past year, and so I think that really reflects in our programming for this year. Like we've kind of chosen artists that are like a bit leftist and they're a bit alternative is another kind of word for it. Because we're kind of a mid-sized venue, so we can't pick artists that are like gonna sell out
The
AMP, but
right.
also we're bigger than
The Ozark Music Hall, yeah.
so we're in that stage where it's like, how do we pick like those we're always constantly searching for those artists that are like either about to take off on their career, or they've been doing it for a while. And also it's just kind of like who is available, who wants to play.
Right.
So it's always, like we get a bunch of like, you should bring this and you should bring this, and it's like up to like artist availability, like selling people in Arkansas. But that conversation is really getting easier. Like I think when I first started 4 years ago, like it was always like to the agents, they're like, I don't even know where this town is. But now we get people like Wiz calling us because people are starting to realize like there's something going on in Arkansas.
Right.
Yeah.
So as far as like the development of like certain genres of music that's here, do you guys talk about the development and how you guys are impacting what's going on for hip hop in Northwest Arkansas, what's going on for EDM, what's going on for different genres of music. Do that come into play? Like, man, if we bring this type of artist here, this is going to help the hip hop scene so much.
Yeah, I think so. Like because of our different size venues too, like we have Fermentation Hall, which is our smallest, and then we have Roadhouse, which is like the next step up, and then the
Yes.
Green. So we're always thinking like, okay, how can we, invest in an artist that might start off in Fermentation Hall and then they get big enough to play Road, and then
Yes.
they'll move to the Green hopefully eventually. And so
Mhm.
kind of keeping an eye out for that, and then we work with community promoters and partners like yourself.
Yes,
Who are
sir.
always looking out for the scene.
Yeah.
Because it's like you guys know and do the work and know it best, and so it's like, how can we support what you're already doing?
Yeah, yeah, and it's been such a pleasure working with you guys. As far as like even just being an artist here before, like the venue and needing the lights, the sound, and you guys providing that, giving somebody a chance to show what they got.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the biggest things. Every time I talk about you guys, that's one of the biggest things I say. It's like, hey, here's a date, Spider. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
And okay, how can we help amplify that?
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead. Go.
It doesn't feel right being like, here, we're the Momentary, we're gonna tell you,
What to
local
do.
artists, what we want you to do. It's like, come to our space, pitch us your idea, and let's collaborate and create art together.
I mean, like I said, I argue with people. People like Toasted. Like Toasted is super big in the community as well, and he's gonna give you a fight and run for your money on any topic that you bring up, music based. It doesn't matter what genre, and those are some of the things that like I don't have the answers for. That when we're arguing, it's like, well, I don't know what to tell, how they're thinking, but those are one of the questions that I feel like the community really needs. You got something you want to say on
so
that?
like when you were talking.
Multitasking over there.
Yeah.
When you were talking about somebody leveling up and being able to sell certain venues, how did that work for y'all? Because of someone like Rufus DeSoul, because they were booked for a small show and then they sold out the Walmart amp, and then you see them on tour and collaborating, and they're not even from this country. So it's like, how does something like that work for y'all?
Well, we get lucky. We get really lucky.
Good job. Good job.
We have to kind of identify and suss out or like, I don't know, like we have tools like data, like we're kind of data nerds too, also when we're picking music.
I love that.
We'll look at their,
Is it the same tools that the labels use to track all of the stats for people?
it could be like we use Chartmetric.
Chart metrics.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I'm on that all day long and I'm studying artists and I'm like, okay, like this one, how do you suss out if it's just like a blow up on TikTok or if this person actually has
It's a
traction?
real way.
Yeah.
And people don't think that. People look at like Instagram numbers, even though they can be fabricated. Things like chart metrics, like we know exactly what's going
What
on.
about like Social Blade? You use Social Blade too a lot?
I don't know that one, but I'll have to
Oh.
start. That's amazing. What is it?
So Social Blade is a website that basically does everything, and it pulls out all the fugaziness and it shows you the analytics from post to post and from beginning to end, and it grades your score on every social media platform
Oh, interesting.
from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everything.
Yeah.
So if you were to type in somebody like Mr. Beast, they would have like a A+ score.
Yeah.
You know, somebody like Ronaldo Messi would have an A+ score. Somebody like myself or Spida, we have like a B- or a C because it doesn't have all those
Speak for
bots.
yourself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have an A, buddy. I'm definitely having an A,
Well,
buddy.
it's because we don't have a bunch of bots pushing our algorithm
Right.
consistently.
No, he's right. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking
I
about.
also study like what other markets artists are playing because there are
Ooh.
similar markets that we can compare ourselves with.
Ah.
So,
Ooh, that was juicy.
No, so it'd be like, it's like, nah, he ain't do too good over there. Nah, I don't know about that one, Spider. That one didn't do too good. Yeah.
Ah.
And they even say, okay, well he sold out Brooklyn Storehouse. I'm like, okay, that's New York City. This is not
Right,
this
not
is the same
comparable.
thing, you know?
Right.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'll have to do some research on that. And there's this tool called Polestar where promoters kind of have each other's backs and they'll submit how many tickets an artist sold. So I'm able to go in and look and be like, well, I didn't do good in Madison, Wisconsin. Like that's kind of a comparable market. Should I?
I need that plug. What's that plug? Because you know,
all the juiciness.
we get those things where like artists will be like, hey, I'm gonna do good.
Yeah.
Give me $10,000 and you're like a
Oh, my
$2,000,
goodness.
and artists do that a lot. Like,
Yeah, there's DJs you can book for less than $2,000.
yeah, and that would do better than people who are asking for bigger numbers. And so like that's very important. And I'm glad you guys do that. You
Yeah.
know, because people don't know what really goes into running that, like
Yeah.
doing what you do.
Yeah.
People will think that hey, you just like that artist, and that's the
Right.
reason why you booked them.
Yeah,
And
they see a lineup and they're like, well, that's, they might disagree or agree with that, and it's like, there's so many stories that led up to that lineup of like yeses and nos and different conversations where it's like, this is just the final product. We tried to get this artist that he wanted, but I can't publicize that.
oh, go ahead, you got it.
I had one question.
Yeah.
So if
I
there,
ain't got time for
so
two
for
more.
those artists who are listening, like local artists and things like that, would they be? Is there a way to get in contact with you if they're interested in doing some of your events, or how can we connect local artists to you?
Yeah, I have a wonderful team of programmers on my music team, so I would probably connect them with one of my team members. His name's Robert Bishop. He's the community guy, so he worked with Spida.
Robert.
Robert.
Love you, Rob. So I would connect you with him, and then he would kind of sit down with these community members and kind of see like what it is that they're trying to achieve, and then give them some resources of what we can do to help.
Thank you for that contact.
Okay. So I got one more. Like, all right. So like, and this is the big one. You know what I'm saying? Just like throwing shows. Seeing a show do really well that you did all this hard work for, you planned it out, you booked and everything. What is that? Describe that feeling. How does it feel to you? I know for me, it's like,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
we did it.
I think that my gold star so far, my gold star booking was Alabama Shakes last year, and it was kind of one of those lucky moments where it's like that I called about Brittany Spencer, that she was like, I got one better. Alabama Shakes is doing a 10-year reunion, like nobody knows about this, and so I think, and I worked on it for like 9 months, and so it was a lengthy process, and seeing it, on the stage, it sold out, like people were hyped. I think was just like there's no feeling to describe it. It's why I keep doing it.
Yes. That's amazing.
There are lows. There
Yeah.
are times when it didn't work, and
Yeah.
it's like why I'm like I shouldn't be in this role. Like what
Oh
am
my
I?
God.
It's like a very up and down
Yes.
kind of thing.
It's
The imposter syndrome is
The
real.
imposter syndrome.
it's toxic.
It is. It's so toxic. It's
toxic.
like a girlfriend,
Oh my God, yes. So look, can we get you back in every show that you guys have? Can you come talk to us about it, me and Ro?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
Well, come on, man. Every show, you guys, you know it, man. Okay, Ro, you got anything else?
Oh, tell the people how they can reach you or reach the Momentary or find out more information. One more time. I know you said it earlier, but we gotta do it again.
Okay. They can. Well, can I pause it?
Sure.
Yeah, you good.
I have my.
See,
Yeah.
no, you just got it down. You got it
I see.
down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Action.
If you have an inquiry for one of our teams, we do have a performing arts general email. So pitch us your ideas. It's performingarts@themomentary.org. And somebody will, reach that. There's also the box office email, so they'll forward it to one of our team members. For the Momentary information, there's themomentary.org. That's where you can get tickets to Wiz and other things going on. And the last question? Yeah, last question.
I think.
I think that was it.
That was
Well,
it.
that was it.
Yeah, and so I want you guys to know because I'm known as like a gatekeeper here. And so
Oh my gosh.
I'm definitely gatekeeping this. So like, if you definitely want to get in touch with the Momentary, hit up Spida. It's on the access to get into it right now. And as you can see, I'm with good company. Man, it was amazing to have you. Like I say,
Thank you so much for having me.
Ro was killing it, man. Yeah, and look, Ro took over the show. You know what I'm saying?
I made several mistakes. Thank you so much for being with us, Laura.
Thank you so much.
All right, man. The Crazy Show, Kiss 105.3 and 1340. Y'all better stay tuned. We got some good tunes coming up real soon. Let's go. That was amazing.